As a guitar YouTuber, which is a weird thing to say out loud, sometimes you need to record audio from an instrument in kind of inopportune places, inconvenient places, such as NAMM, places where it's not really convenient to mic a guitar amp, perhaps because it's noisy, maybe that's just a lot to drag around. You can't really take your computer with you very easily in these kinds of places. Something like a Tascam Portacapture 8, maybe that would work. I've done it in a pinch, but Ryan Burke came up with this great idea, and I'm stealing it from him, and I'm telling you all about it. Welcome to Get Offset. My name is Emily, and I am drawn to you like a moth to the flame. Let's talk about this ultimate mobile recording rig that can fit into a very small bag or very large pockets. Personally, I don't have a lot of pockets because I'm a woman. Would love for that to change, but I just don't see it happening. So we have everything that we need right here. I'm going to go over it one piece at a time, and then I'm going to show you how it all goes together. I want to start with my in-ear monitors. This is something you can use headphones. I think that's what Ryan uses. I like IEMs because I'm vain and I don't want things over my head, but also I think they have, superior isolation. They're really comfortable, and they sound really, really good. These are Ultimate ears, so they sound really, really good. Next thing, this is the kind of most important thing in some ways. It's the Fender Mustang Micro. And this has been around for years. I think it's about $120. It's really easy to use. It's USB-C rechargeable, which is great. It has a headphone out, which is important. And it has a bunch of different amp sounds with effects. So you can go through a lot of things pretty easily, just on the side there. There's also a volume control, which is important. Now, when I was talking to Ryan about ways to record more easily at events like NAMM or Sweetwater's Gear Fest, one of the things we talked about instead of the Mustang Micro was the Boss Pocket GT. And that has a lot of strengths as well. It's a lot more adjustable in terms of like signal chain and things like that. It is a little bit more expensive. So the Mustang Micro, about 120 bucks. I bet you can find it $100 from some places, makes it a price performer and something that I would highly recommend. Next, we need a headphone A-B-Y splitter. It's important that this is TRS to dual TRS. Don't get TRS to dual TS. That will be clear later, but you don't want a stereo thing going on. You want all the parts of your signal to go to both sides. I don't know if that actually matters in this case with the Mustang Micro, but it might. So just get TRS plug to dual TRS sockets. Next thing we have is the DJI Lav Mic system. This is a great system for capturing audio and sending it directly to the camera or recording it directly on the device itself. I'm currently wearing one, which is how you're probably hearing my audio if I remember to hit record on it. But this is what the transmitters look like. So these transmitters send to this receiver, which plugs directly into your camera. So that audio is going directly into your camera, which is why I should be recording it right now, because obviously this isn't plugged into a camera. So this receiver, you can use a different system if you want. The DJI was, I think, that had the best reviews when I was shopping for things, and everyone who gets one loves it. So there are a bunch of reasons for that. It's very flexible. It has this magnet. It has this clip. You can record directly to it or send it to your camera directly, and you can record backup while it sends to the camera. And one other thing that's great about this system is you can, if you use the right recording settings, this is set to stereo, and it's going to send a separate right and a separate left. So when you're just listening back, you're going to hear one audio signal. Like, for example, if you're interviewing someone, you both are wearing one of you is going to be on one side and one of you is going to be on the other. This seems like it might be a problem, but it actually solves a lot of problems because then you can isolate both of those audio sources. You can enforce ducking when someone is talking. In this case, when I'm playing guitar, I can mute the acoustic strumming of the guitar noise, which nobody likes to hear that when you're listening to a guitar demo. And finally, we have this dual plug 1/8 inch, I think that's 3.5 millimeter cable. You can get this of whatever length you need. I actually think this length is a little bit long. Oh, another cool thing about this, and I don't think I have anything that's magnetic around here other than this lamp, but there's a magnet on here so it can just stick to anything that's metal, such as the back plate of a guitar. And I'll show you that. So let's go ahead and get this set up. I'm going to start with my Mustang Micro, and I'm going to plug the cable, the Y cable, into the headphone out. I'm going to plug one end into my in-ear monitors so I can hear myself, because that's important. I'm going to have one end plugged into this dual plug cable. You might call that male to male. I feel like plugs and sockets are frankly more intuitive. And then that goes into here. So even though this in and of itself is a lav mic, you can use your own lav mic. There's a plug for that. So we put the socket into the plug, and let's get that out of the way and stick it to the back plate of the guitar. So far, so good. Last but not least, I'm going to stop the recording for this. I'm going to plug the DJI into the camera. So let's take a quick break. All right, so let's hear it. We can go easily between amps. I can also change the EQ on it. Make it a little bit darker. Add effects. Ooh. I can change the amp type. That might have just been on DI before. Let's turn the effect down. Ooh, tremolo, nice. It's a faster tremolo. Let's get a slower one going. That's really slow. There's also a tuner on the Mustang Micro, but I think. All right, that's tuned. All right. Let's get some other amp sounds. this point, I'm just goofing around. I'm just having some fun. But, you know, as you can hear, it's definitely not the same caliber as being in a studio with good isolation, with good amps, with good microphones. It's not even the caliber of like the Benson Chimera plugin from Mixwave, which sounds like the best amp in the best studio with the best microphones. But in a pinch, to get a point across, to get the essence of a new effect or a new guitar, this thing does the job. And I have it plugged directly into the guitar right now, but you can plug it in at any point in a signal chain, well, at the end of any signal chain. So you can build a whole pedal board. You can try out something at the Boutique Stompbox exhibit at NAMM, for example. Go through it all, have it right there. It's going directly to your camera. It makes editing a breeze and a half. So big thank you to Ryan Burke. I do feel like we kind of brainstormed that idea together, but he really nailed it with that one. That's Ryan Burke from 60 Cycle Hum. If you're not familiar with his channel, wow, how do you know who I am and not who that is? Go check him out right now. Do yourself a favor. And to everybody out there, please consider using the affiliate links in the video description. I'm pretty sure that everything I talked about in this video is available at Sweetwater. In fact, Sweetwater, last time I was at GearFest, they gave me this Mustang Micro. So thank you to them. The guitar is the Elvis Costello signature Jazzmaster. Sweetwater has Jazzmasters, obviously. So again, Mustang Micro or Boss Pocket GT, I think they're both great options. Any kind of headphone amp will do, but if you want something with more control, more effects, those are, I think the two best choices. You need a DJI lav mic system or something similar with two receivers, with two transmitters, ideally ones that can do hard left and right panning on stereo signals. You need a headphone splitter, dual TRS, so single TRS in, dual TRS out. Definitely need that. You need some sort of headphones. I like in-ear monitors both because they're less apparent on camera, and also I think they offer superior isolation, which is very important for places like NAMM. And that 1/8 of an inch socket to socket cable of your whatever length you want. Ideally, mine would be shorter. I think mine is too long, but you can put it to that's again another reason the DJI is great, because it can go right there. You need a much shorter run for that. So I wish mine was shorter. It's not. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll have a link to everything in the video description. We also have a Patreon at patreon.com/getoffset. For as little as $5 a month, you get access to our exclusive Discord server and some, I think, swag at different points in your support. We have merch at getoffsetpodcast.com/shop, including new merch, new shirt colors, new logo, hats, hoodies, tank tops, all these kinds of fun things. But the best way to support the channel is to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as telling your favorite brands about us. So to everybody out there, thanks for watching, thanks for understanding. Until next time, my name is Emily. Goodbye.